Hello my friends and welcome back to the rabbit hole. I feel like I can never hide my excitement when a skincare trial went well, so yeah, you probably can guess it, also by the fact that my skin looks pretty darn good right now, and it is completely barefaced. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my results and my experience using Jen Amber Beauty's skincare products. I'm going to talk to you about the skincare routine that I've followed for these past 2 weeks, and I'm going to individually review all of these products. If you're only here for reviews, timestamps are always in the description box. Let's start with the backstory. So Jen Amber, who is an esthetician and a fellow YouTuber, reached out to me and offered to send me some of her products. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I've gotten a lot pickier with the PR that I accept because let me tell you what, even if you don't have to pay for skincare, if it's gonna cause you to have breakouts, then you're still paying for it, you heard me? So the first thing that I do these days is I check the ingredients on products. I was sitting there looking at her website and not only coming face to face with the fact that she has pretty darn affordable skincare products, but also these are some beautiful ingredients lists. We are talking fragrance-free, we are talking alcohol-free, a couple extracts, but in general, those can have very good benefits. Just something to note if you do have allergies. But excellent concentrations of active ingredients, very focused and direct products. So I said, you know what, let's do this. But I also knew about Jen Amber. I actually subscribed to her a while ago here on YouTube because she makes videos on using a Dermaroller. Now you guys probably already know I've been really hesitant on the Dermaroller lifestyle, but I get a lot of questions about it. So I figured, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do this trial. Let's go all out, and I'm going to try her Dermaroller, which I've come to accept at this point is definitely different from the one that I had bought on Amazon a long time ago. Very unintentionally, I scheduled this trial for the most stressful time of the entire year for those of us here in New Orleans. I didn't mean it, it just happened this way, and once I started the trial, I was thinking in my head, I was like, you know, I'm probably going to have some amount of stress breakouts when I finally review these products. There's no way that even though these products are formulated this beautifully, that the hours of sun exposure, the long days, the stress of it all isn't going to, also where the moon is, all of that, there's no way that it's not going to lead to me having a handful of breakouts, right? But I sit here today with no breakouts, and I'm going to tell you my whole theory as to why when we get into the products, but I am extremely pleased with the results. I think what we'll do for this video is I'll start with the discussion of her skincare products, and then we'll move to that conversation about using a Dermaroller. I'm going to be 100% honest with it, but I'm going to be very cautious as well. You guys know me by now. So let's talk about her skincare products. She does have a 100% vegan line. It is cruelty-free, and fantastically, everything is $39, which makes this really convenient for me. I don't have to keep looking up prices. $39 for each product, and you can get, I believe, around a 25% discount if you follow her here on YouTube. You'll find her codes in the description boxes. And one more thing, because I know this is important, this is a brand that is available internationally. She does have free shipping, in fact, at $99, and if you're in the US, free shipping at $40. Really reasonable prices here. All right, but let's get into the routine that I've been following. So the morning skincare routine that I've been using is my micellar water as always. I talk a lot about why I use micellar water. It's not for everybody, but it is for me. Followed by a toner or an essence, and then the 20% vitamin C booster. I attribute this product to so much of why I did not have problems with acne over these past 2 weeks. So this product is high in sodium ascorbyl phosphate, which I've talked a lot about. It is such a fantastic vitamin C for acne-prone skin. I will link my video if you're interested in more information on that, but fantastic form for acne-prone skin that also has the same benefits as L-ascorbic acid in helping to fight the signs of aging. She's got vitamin E and ferulic acid in here, as well as witch hazel. Now, witch hazel is a little controversial. Some people love it and swear by it, and some people do not like to use it. Personally, I find that witch hazel does work for me. MSM, which is a natural form of sulfur and also can help to increase penetration of the ingredients. You know, that's one of the biggest obstacles in formulating skincare. You do not want your skincare products to just sit on your skin. You want them to absorb deeply into the skin and really make changes. Cica and other antioxidant ingredients, no alcohol, no fragrance, no coconut oil. Really phenomenal formula, and it is 98% natural. I don't have my glasses on. I gotta make an honest statement here that, you know, in the past I used to recommend the Mad Hippie Vitamin C, and I still do think that is a great sodium ascorbyl phosphate serum. The problem is, when enough of you guys DM me or comment that a particular product has caused you irritation or reactions, I stopped recommending it, and that's what happened with the Mad Hippie Vitamin C, as well as Ole Henriksen's Banana Bright Eye Cream, which worked great for me, but apparently not for a lot of people. So this is my new top pick for a sodium ascorbyl phosphate vitamin C, because again, it's so well formulated, and for me, I just don't want to run the risk of recommending products where you guys experience irritation. So this is a fantastic vitamin C. I followed that with the advanced hyaluronic acid serum. I'm gonna have to be honest here that this is not my absolute favorite hyaluronic acid serum that I've encountered, but it is still a good option, although unlike all of the other products, this one does contain geranium essential oil, so that irritation concern is playing a role here, in that I don't want to recommend a product where some percentage of you could have problems. Then I followed that with the 10% vitamin C and squalane repair cream. This is such a good moisturizer if you have dry skin. So, I haven't mentioned this yet. Her products contain a high percentage of aloe, and aloe is one of my favorite ingredients to see high in an ingredients list because it's such a good base, especially for sensitive skin. And the 10% vitamin C in here is, again, sodium ascorbyl phosphate. It also contains squalane, of course, niacinamide, no essential oils in this, and it is a little bit on the heavier side, but not in a greasy way. And then for my nighttime skincare routine, I continue to use the CeraVe Acne Cream Cleanser, followed by the Retinol 2.5% serum. And much like how the vitamin C serum replaces my recommendation for Mad Hippies, this replaces my recommendation for Peter Thomas Roth's Retinol Fusion PM, which, while that was a good product, it got too difficult to buy at a fair price, and this one is just $39. So this serum too is an encapsulated form of retinol. That's why you have the higher percentage here. When you have encapsulated retinol, you actually include the encapsulation in the percentage of the retinol. Not only is it more stable and not as light and air sensitive, but you do get a slower release, so you're much less likely to have the drawbacks that you could have with a straight retinol percentage. And this too is in that base of aloe. You're not getting any essential oils or fragrance in this. You are getting some propolis, which I've come to really enjoy as an anti-inflammatory ingredient. You may notice I taped this bottle. I feel like this is really the only big con that I have with her brand, and it's only with this particular product for some reason. I don't know why, but this bottle kept opening. I just kept finding it in my bathroom half open, and I was like, what is going on with this? So I just taped it closed. I'm a problem solver. I grew up poor. How many of you grew up poor and you know all about the life of just solving a problem? Yeah, I know it may not look that pretty, but it solved my issue, okay? And then I followed that with the natural peptide serum. I prefer to use retinol and peptides together. I think they work together very well. Peptides are excellent for anti-aging purposes. And much like the rest of these products, this too is in a base of aloe and witch hazel. No essential oils, no fragrance, and no alcohol. Really great price on this peptide serum. I feel like peptides often carry a higher price tag, so it's nice to see that this is the same price as everything else. Let me really quickly mention the headband. If you don't already own a headband like this, they're so useful for washing your face over the sink, for doing clay masks or any kind of face masks, and hers is $6, and it's kind of adorable. Please do know that since this is a fragrance-free brand, the vitamin C products are going to have a little bit of that characteristic vitamin C scent. I don't find it to be as strong as L-ascorbic acid, which has quite a strong scent, but it's definitely there. It fades, it dissipates, you won't smell it all day long, but know that it's not going to smell as good as products that contain literal perfume. All right, let's do it. Let's have an honest conversation about using not just any Dermaroller, but this Dermaroller. So, if you've heard about Dermarolling, which I feel you probably have, you've probably seen both incredible success stories, people who are claiming that using a Dermaroller has helped to reverse signs of aging, has helped to reduce scarring, as well as people who have had kind of horror stories using a Dermaroller. To be completely honest with you, I am 0% surprised by both ends of the spectrum. You know, when you're using a Dermaroller, what you are doing is you are taking all of these tiny needles and you're rolling them across your skin. And what happens as a result of doing that is you stimulate collagen production. It is actually that slight bit of damage, literal damage to your skin, that signals the skin to produce more collagen because we just suffered an injury in this region. We gotta send collagen. It's not that different from using a laser treatment. It's not that different from the way that you build muscle at the gym. You tear down your muscles first so that you can grow and develop more muscle. But, and this may be incredibly intuitive, we're talking about actual needles here, and there is a big risk that goes hand in hand with that. Say, for example, you're rolling tiny needles over active acne. You could be spreading your acne and making it worse. Say, in an even worse scenario, your Dermaroller is not completely clean, neither is your skin. You could be spreading bacteria. And I think that's why ultimately the safest route here is not doing it at home, but rather going to a professional. It's not that different from having your hair bleached. You know, you can do it at home, but you might mess things up, whereas a professional has a much higher likelihood of giving you the results that you want. But there is a much larger cost involved, and that's the reason that a lot of people are turning to at-home microneedling. And I did do it. I've been using this for the past 2 weeks. My results are good, but let me tell you, I have exercised an abundance of caution, which is probably not surprising because, again, if you guys know me and my personality, I drive the speed limit, I take an Uber after one drink. Don't judge, I'm a tiny person and one drink is all it takes to instantly transform me into a philosopher who will adamantly argue with you that all existence mirrors the appearance of the Nautilus. So for this reason, what I did is what I recommend to you if you are going to choose the route of using an at-home Dermaroller, and that is watch Jen Amber's video. She has so many videos on the topic of using a Dermaroller, and follow her advice exactly. Now I'm gonna be upfront with you here. She recommends that before you use your Dermaroller, not only do you coat it with isopropyl alcohol before you use it, but you also wipe your face down with a minimum of 50% isopropyl alcohol. I know that some percentage of you watching just shuddered in absolute horror. And I'm gonna be completely honest with you, so did I. But I also thought about it and I realized if I'm gonna do this, I'm going to do that as well. These are real needles, and in my opinion, you gotta treat this with every bit of respect, the same exact way your doctor does when you go in for your vaccinations. What does your doctor do? Wipe you down with alcohol, inject, and then actually throw that needle away. And in all truth, that's really not a bad idea. It's just really not a bad idea to throw this away after every use because you will never be able to sterilize it. You can only sanitize it, but for goodness sakes, sanitize it thoroughly. In the video, she talks about how when you're done using your Dermaroller, you want to pour the isopropyl alcohol all over this, set the lid on sideways. Additionally, what I would like to add is don't leave it in your bathroom. I was thinking about this after I used it. You know, my sink is directly next to my toilet. I don't really want to risk any air particles if you follow my logic. So I carried my whole system out here and set it down right here to dry off. My bottom line here is I think that if you are going to go the route of at-home microneedling, which is something that is typically done by professionals, treat it with every bit of respect. Don't play around with it. Don't take risks. But if you want to know my anecdotal experience with this, this is the beginner level. This is 0.25 millimeters. I am surprised by how painless this is, and yet it actually did draw a little tiny bit of blood. I know. Believe me, I know. It's a little bit scary the first time you use it. But yeah, in all reality, I'm extremely pleased with the results that I have from only 2 weeks of using this. I feel like I'm seeing a difference in my forehead more than anything else. Definitely looking a lot smoother to me. I am going to give you guys much more of an update. I feel like 2 weeks is not enough at all to really tell you my full Dermaroller experience, so expect an update, but for now I will tell you that this is a significantly different product from the one that I had on Amazon night and day. And that's one of the things that Jen Amber does emphasize, is that she is actually using real needles as opposed to the potentially blunt ones that you could purchase off Amazon. Again, just a night and day experience, but again, I recognize that this is not for everybody, and I respect that completely. I have one final product to talk about, but I have only used this once, and this is the Aqua Stamp. It is a very, very interesting idea. So what the Aqua Stamp is essentially this side is the same principle as your Dermaroller. You have the little needles in the lid here, and then you fill this up with your serum of choice. Then you close it all up and dab this on isolated areas where you are targeting an issue. Again, I've only used this once, but I do think there's a benefit of this product, and that would be if you are not attempting to use a Dermaroller all over your face. Instead, you could use this just on isolated areas. For example, I'm an absolute airhead that got a, where's that scar? I don't remember where it is because I can't feel it. Oh, right here I have a little tiny scar. So I'm going to continue to use this right in this area and treat this scar. It already looks a lot better. Again, don't ask me how I did it, please. It's embarrassing. Come on, Alice, you know too much about skincare to be making these foolish mistakes. But again, I think this is a really nice option because that's what some people have, you know, just a certain scar that you're trying to target. Maybe you want to work this right around your eye area, which admittedly, this is a much more convenient size than the large Dermaroller. So again, for me personally, yeah, I had great results with these, but I did exercise a lot of respect towards these products. And again, please do the same if you are interested in using any type of at-home treatment like this, which is genuinely a very intense treatment. So that is all I have for today's video. Again, a huge thank you to Jen Amber. Make sure you are subscribed to her. She's such a sweetheart with such a good skincare brand. And please like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts below. Have any of you tried using a Dermaroller? I've been talking to quite a few of you lately who have. It's actually surprised me how many of my subscribers do already currently use a Dermaroller. And of course, please stay tuned because I will update you on the Aqua Stamp as well as the Dermaroller. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.